Hey YouTube, it's Yang here. I have my friend Craigster. He has his what do you have, Craigster?
Purrely's.
Okay.
Go second Purrely's to be specific.
Okay. We went 5 rounds today, and what was your record?
It was X1-1. It wasn't too fancy, but every other tournament I've been in has been like X1 or XO, so it's been pretty good.
All right, let's see this list.
3 of each of the cats.
Yes, of course.
I feel like if you play any less of these, you're just gonna want them.
Yeah.
Because like in the grind, you're gonna want, especially this one. A lot of people like to cut him down to 2, but he's the best one.
Okay.
I play 6 hand traps, 3 ash, 3 droll. Ash is good against like branded. It's good against branded, labyrinth, runic. It's good against every deck.
Cash Tira,
in a very specific way, because sometimes they just can't play without it.
Yep.
This is good against a lot of decks. Well, not say a lot of decks, but mostly like runic. It can hurt other decks like Cash Tira if they start off weird. But runic, if you play this, they almost end their turn almost all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
For the last monster, I play Pinkertops.
Pink. Okay. Are you going second?
Yeah, this is go second deck.
Oh, you blind second every
second every time.
Wow.
Never not blind second.
Oh wow, you're a great motherfucker.
Yeah, this card's actually pretty good because every time I would summon it, I would end on like either a Zeus or like a Noir in this. It's pretty good.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
For the spells, I play 3 Pot of Prosperity.
Yes.
This card's good because you're going blind second, so this is like almost 3 of every other card that's for going second. So and like you can easily banish 6 from the extra deck. So this is a staple in almost every deck now. 3 My Friend, pretty much the best card in the deck. Gets you pretty much any card that you want. I mean, there's not really much to say about it. It gets you recursion too when they get rid of one of your monsters. For the spells, we'll get rid of him first. We got the one Delicious. It's at 1, unfortunately. But wishes at more, but it's at 1.
Too soon to go.
3 Pretty. 3 Happy. And 3 Sleepy.
Okay, max out the other
ones. You gotta max them out.
Yeah,
you gotta max out all of them because, especially with this one, you can't just add this one anymore. So
it's a 1 out of 3 chance.
Yeah, I mean, you'll be surprised at how often you actually get it to your hand because like some people just like give it to you. But, these are kind of self-explanatory for the deck because you just want to max them out because this gets you to all your monsters.
Of course.
And it gets your plays going. This deck becomes nuts when we get this XYZ next set. So that can actually start going first again. For going second stuff, there's the Harpy's Feather Duster, 2 Lightning Storm.
Okay.
These are very good for back row Labyrinth. Runic, insane against Labyrinth and Runic. So I mean, there's like nothing else to say about these. Dark Rulers.
Oh, else these 3 will be like evenlies instead. Like, I feel like that's fine.
The issue with evenly with this deck is that like you since you want a blind second, you want to use this card mainly because this adds. With the XYZ, adds any Purrely monster at the end of or any Purrely card at the end of the damage step. So, so like this is a guaranteed way to get to Delicious on like going second, which just continues your plays.
Okay.
But this is like Runic. They end on like a big board. You just do this, and all you have to do is like worry about Fountain sometimes. So like, but like sometimes you can just do this on like Hermetic Seals. You're like, okay, now I don't have to worry about Hermetic Seals. So it's pretty good.
Or you'll blink a Rise Heart.
Or just blinks a Rise Heart. A lot of this is the blink or Rise Heart. Triple Talents. This card's about hit or miss for me sometimes. It's never super good. But it's very good against Cash Tira. It can be good against Runic depending on some builds. But it's also good against Rogue with people that are just playing a lot of hand traps. So sometimes I side these out. Sometimes like 1 to 2 of them. Depending on like what I'm going to be doing. And then like the 2 1-0s, which is the Field Spell and the Purrleap.
Okay.
It's weird.
Standard.
It seems weird to play this in going second builds, but sometimes when you're going second, you're going through a lot of your monsters, and this is the only way to put them back.
Oh, okay.
So, and like this can also put back your extra deck monsters, and I'll show you a thing in the extra deck that I only play 1 of. But this is. It's very okay. It's good going second against like Cash Tira, or it can also be good going second against Runic because they can't like Flashing Fire or Freezing Curses, the special summon monsters. So it's pretty good against those 2.
Okay. You playing 40 in the main?
Yeah, this is 40. This is very similar to I think the German Nats list.
Okay.
But I think that was like 41, 42, and then I messed around with the side deck a little bit. The extra deck has been kind of standard pretty all around.
Okay.
For the extra deck, you play 2 Noir still.
Yep.
Sometimes there are times where you just make 2 Noir, and that just wins you the game.
Yep.
But you play 2 Beauty,
Yep.
2 Happy. This is your main one now. This is how you make big Zeus's, big Noirs.
Yep.
Add any card from your main deck to your hand. You only play 1 Plump because you only have 1 Delicious. And again, if you want to bring it for the back, you just put this back with it, and you just have it back. It's very, very good. But there's been a lot of times that I just make this because, again, you'd be surprised how often you actually get to Delicious Memory in this deck.
Yep.
So they're never really going to rip this in cashier either because it's only a unicorn.
Yeah,
so
it's only a unicorn rip, yeah.
So this is all the Purrely XYZs. There's no big happiness because the card's very average because it doesn't add you the cards. For the other XYZs, you play 2 of these rank ones.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's very weird, but sometimes this card, it's not very common deck, but Dinomorphia, this card just eats Dinomorphia alive because it doesn't activate any of its effects, so it can out-Rexstrom. It happens. There's no saying it's going to happen a lot.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to say it's going to happen a lot, but they have 1 life point. Rexstrom doesn't activate. But this is just a way to get to Zeus. This is a way to get to Zeus if you know that if you're playing against like Runic, and you know they have like Flashing Fire or mainly Flashing Fire or Runic or freezing chains or freezing curses.
Yeah.
Because it's unaffected.
Okay.
Of course, the 2 Zeus that's downward.
Okay.
Honestly, a 3rd one can come into this deck sometimes. Sometimes
because the 3rd one?
Because sometimes you do go through these. Because honestly, there are a lot of times where you just have this on the field, you attack, you just make another one on top of that one.
Yeah.
So
exactly, there goes 2 of them. Yeah.
Yeah, and especially like with talents, you can take like an Arise Heart and like do this over it.
Okay.
And then like attack on your turn or like a different turn and do it again.
Yeah.
But these are pretty. This is the turbo deck for this card, so it's very, very good. And then there's 3 links. I guess technically
they have their utilities.
Yeah, technically these 2 can be interchanged out for. It's not really a flex spot. It's mainly changing these 2 out for the new Striker Link 2.
Oh, Azalea.
Because that only requires 2 lights or darks. And Ibly's a dark, so if you just summon a monster and you make the Link 2 for Sky Striker, you can send a card on their field. But the issue with that is that this card can out skill drain, the Sky Striker cannot.
Okay.
So there's a trade-off with it.
Yeah.
But like at my locals, there's a lot of Labyrinth.
Yeah.
So I think this is very good. Same with Pankratops too. They can also out it, but this is also very good. Everything's level 1.
Yep.
So sometimes, especially with Runic for Hire, the Folgo, you just summon this right here, you just slurp it up.
Yeah.
That's what sometimes.
They have the arrow pointing down.
Happens a lot.
Yeah.
So.
See this side deck you have.
Side deck is very weird.
It's incomplete. Obviously.
It's very incomplete. I don't know exactly what I want to do with this fully yet. It's different than the German Nats one. This is where I mainly deviated, but 3 Vanity's Fiend and 3 Grave of Secret Organisms.
Okay.
This card's insane against Kashtira branded, mainly those 2, because they're higher than level 6 and they're supposed to summon themselves and. Yeah, you can just flip this and it's Mystic Mine for those decks.
Yeah, if
so
you can prevent Fenrir and Unicorn effects, I feel like they will need like Theosis in hand and the Baby Rise Heart in hand as well.
Yeah, it's very, very good.
Yeah.
These 2 are good against decks that this won't matter against that much. So like Runic mainly. Okay. So like if I go first, if they make me go first, I side this in, or like if I think they're gonna go first, I side both these in. And if I draw this, I just normal summon this. They most likely can't add it without like a freezing curses.
Yep.
So it's very good against that deck. We got 3 bells, and I'll put these with these because I always side these in together.
Yes. Okay.
Because
that makes sense.
Because these are good against
graveyard
decks. Against graveyard decks, like Branded, Labyrinth, Runic. This not so much against Runic, but it can hurt against like the for hire stuff depending on what they target the summon with Rex or something. Yeah. Because they can target like Folgo and that's a dark, so you can just be like, all right.
The funny is you can side these in against back row Labyrinth decks.
Yeah. You can do this against like furniture deck, like the furniture deck, which I did against my Pao Yangwu. Yeah. Hit him with both of these on 2 of his furnitures, and
that sucks.
Turns out that hurts a lot.
Yeah.
But this is very good against Runic and Labyrinth because, you just hit every Labyrinth trap card and the Runic fountain.
Yep.
And
if you can prevent the bait welcome from resolving, that's
this is good against Branded too because sometimes people go Seravis or whatever the other new fusion is to like try to summon like Jowgen or something or Gimmick Puppet to my field. Yep. So like it's not super duper great, but like there are people here that specifically try to do that play.
And you can bail Super Factorial.
Yeah, and
Pog.
Super Factorial. you know, shout out to Joshua Schmidt with Circular.
Yeah.
And then this card is the one I'm kind of iffy on.
Iffy, okay.
Because
it's like a kaiju.
It's just a kaiju. It's, I mean, I guess this could literally just be a Gamma Seal, right? But like, because like you mainly play this before because you had 3 Delicious Memory and you were able to OTK with this deck very easily if you had this.
Yep.
But it's very weird because I'm never really like super fighting this in, but like there's sometimes where like you playing against a deck where like you know they're gonna summon like a Chaos Angel or like a random towers like if you a random mirror match or a Dragoon.
Yeah, Dragoon.
So like it's like this has its place. It can also just outer Rise Hard, which is one of the main thing. You know, so like you outer Rise Hard, you can just have this in defense and just attack into it a million times with happy memory.
Yeah, I feel like going second, you could just side out the Dark Ruler against Cashier and just put these in. Yeah, they do the same thing essentially.
Yeah, so
that's better.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, but that's the list for it.
Okay, thank you, Craig, for showing an awesome Purrely list after the ban list. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.
Bye bye.